Is negativity killing your business? This week I had a couple of interesting conversations with businessmen, and having been in business myself for a number of years, I've been effectively unemployed since 2007, that I have been forced to work for myself. Now I am in the photography and video industry, and I've been doing both for many years, but let's say about 10 years ago, I started focusing on photography as a business because I realized in digital photography there is an opportunity for me to make an income and to build a business around it. So for the last 10 years, I've been focusing more on photography than I have been on video, but video has always been there. However, this year, I've now switched this again. I'm now focusing back on video rather than photography. But why? And after I had a chat with one specific person, I was wondering, was it due to negativity on my part? But I'm wondering, I don't think so. I think I made good, sound business decisions in that my decision to move away from photography, meaning that it's not that I'm not doing photography, it's just that I'm not focusing on photography that much anymore. I'm moving my focus to video, especially video on a marketing platform and marketing platforms, etc. But anyway, my decision was based on a number of factors, but one of the main factors was that the photography market has become very saturated. It has always been saturated to a greater or lesser degree, depending on the year. There have been years where there have been specials on cameras, and imports of cameras have been cheap, and everybody around you seemed to have a camera. And then a couple of months later, it would dip again, and your, let's say, more professional photographers, and I do not mean those who are better at photography, I mean those who do photography as the main part of income, those photographers started coming back again. So it's been a seesaw thing. Now, why have I switched from photography as a main source of income to video? Now, my personal decisions was based on the saturation, yes, but mainly my health. I'm not a young man anymore, so I do have certain claims that I can stake, that my body can't keep up running after young brides at weddings and the young guys who want to go and do crazy stuff. I simply cannot keep up with a full day's worth of weddings, so it's just one of those things. I can't do it anymore. Even wedding video, I can't do it anymore. So I'm leaving that to the youngsters. But what does this mean? It now means that I can no longer do wedding video and photography, which is to some extent easy money. But I'm not in this game for easy money. I want to deliver something to my customers which they will love for a long time. And what I've now decided to do is provide a product to businesses, which is going to benefit businesses and they can love. Now here comes the interesting conversation that I had with someone a little while ago. Based on this information, this little bit of background, bear with me. This is going to be a longer type video, and you will have to wait to get to all the points that I'm trying to make, if there is a point. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I spoke to a person and about his business, and I said, but it seems that you're struggling with your business. And he said, yes, I am. And it's all because of these youngsters who have now come in with their low prices, their new equipment, their new ways of thinking, and all these new things that they are bringing in. And now I've got to suffer because of all their low prices, and in a couple of months they mess up business, they mess up the service and products that they are delivering to their customers, and I have to sit with these things that I have to fix. And I thought, hold on, but this is what I'm doing as well, isn't it? Am I negative in my business? Am I changing because of a negativity? Well, I continued listening to him for a while, and then I realized that to some extent I am doing things that he says he is going to be doing. He's going to try and kill the competition. And then I asked, but I'm not doing this to kill my competition. I'm changing strategies. But let's stick to this guy. And I asked him, now, what are you planning to do? And he said he's going to kill the competition by undercutting them. He's going to lower his price to the extent where any new person trying to come into his industry is not going to be able to survive for a long time. And I asked him, but aren't you cutting your own throat? How are you going to survive if you're dropping prices below what is generating a true income, a net income? And he said, you know what? I've got a lot of savings. I've got money saved up, which I can use to keep running my business at a loss. And I said, you know what? That's not the right way to do business. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot. And I told him, well, what happens if there's a guy out there who thinks the same and says, you know what? He's going to try and cut your throat by undercutting prices, and his savings might be more than yours. It's going to be a matter of who survives. But unfortunately, both get hurt. It's just a matter of who's going to get hurt the most. And this is the kind of negativity in a business which I believe kills a business. Many businesses, it's not the way to do business. Your competition out there is not your enemy. Your competition out there is a competition. And it is up to you and your responsibility as a businessman to do things in a different way so that your customer comes back to you, or any new customers look at you using your service, booking your service, or buying your product. Then today, I had a conversation this morning with another businessman in very much the same industry as the other one. And after a while, because I did a video for him, I chatted to him after the video was filmed and about his future and things and his ideas, etc. And he said, you know what, after 3 years of building his business in a very rough, immediate post-COVID time, it took him a while to get his business to a point where it's established. And now he's going to focus on marketing and doing things differently from what everyone else is doing. He's going to try and look for those things that people still need, which most of the other people are not providing, and then bring these into his business. And during our entire conversation, because we sat and talked for a little over 2 hours, not in one single sentence did he ever mention a competition. He never mentioned that he needs to drop his prices. In fact, he mentioned that he needs to raise his prices so that he can provide a better service to his customers. And he wants to bring it across to his customers that he will be providing a better service, but at a bit of a higher price. And I told him, is this not a risk? And he said, yes, it may be a risk, but it's something worth trying because no one else is providing this higher end service because everyone is afraid of that higher price. And this made me realize, amongst the other things that he mentioned, that this was a true businessman who was using his mind, his brain, savvy, He is not going to try and do anything to damage his competition or to fight against his competition or go into a price war. He is clever by providing and looking for those little bits of service or product, if it may be, to give to his customer, even if it means it's going to be at a higher price, so that he provides something that others don't, one, and two, something people need. And coming back to myself, I realized that I'm leaving photography behind. I'm not completely stopping photography, but not because I'm negative about it. It's just I've come to the realization there are certain aspects of photography which I can no longer focus on and provide a high quality service to my customer, because health does get to me. And I've decided to focus on video, where I am, irrespective of any kind of a health issue, I'm able to provide a very high quality service, because I'm providing something which is, in my area, a scarcity. High quality video. So I think I'm on the right track. Now, what's the point of this video? My question to you is, whether you are in business or an employee, is the negativity that you go through on a daily basis breaking down your will to provide a better service as a person, as a businessman, to the company you work for, or for the customers you service? Shouldn't we rather concentrate on positivity? A positive person looking if there are problems, rather than approach it from a negative perspective, look at how you can make that positive. Anyway, I hope this makes sense to you guys. Please leave comments in the comment section, and I'll see you in another video.